Welcome, boys, to Story Time with Mr. Alvear. I'm going to attempt to read parts of Rump to you, just like I did every day, Monday through Friday. I might not be able to do them in long periods of time because I have to upload them as a video into Google Classroom. So I'm going to try to record as much as I can in small increments of time, and then send it through Google Classroom. I hope you enjoy. "I'm not spinning any more gold," I said. "Really?" said the miller, amused. The baby began to cry in my arms, and Opal wailed too. "I think I've got all I can handle, thanks," and I backed away. He could hold me here forever, but there was nothing he could offer me that would make me spin a single straw into gold. Nothing. "But you haven't heard what I have to offer," he said, grinning wickedly. A chill ran down my spine. I just knew it was going to be something awful. "I don't want anything. I'm not spinning." I started to back away with the baby in my arms. Better stop here. Just take the baby and leave. But Frederick and Bruno grabbed my arms on either side and held fast. "Oh, I think you'll reconsider in a moment," said the miller. "It's such a good bargain. For your gold, I shall give you." He reached behind a stack of straw, and the whole pile shook as though an animal was struggling to get out. "I shall give you your friend unharmed." The miller pulled a girl from out of the straw, bound and gagged. One of her eyes was black and swollen, but the other was wide, burning with a fierce and savage rage. Red. Chapter 28, Grasping at Straws. Red fought against her bindings and gave a muffled scream beneath the gag until she was purple. The miller laughed. "She is a feisty one, I'll say. Rather impolite. It took both Frederick and Bruno to catch her. They told me she was your only friend in the world, and, well, I suppose if you have only one friend, you might want to keep her. In one piece, that is." Frederick and Bruno laughed, and Red flailed and struggled against the ropes. Frederick and Bruno stopped laughing and stepped back. Even though she was bound, Red was like a mad beast that might break free at any moment. "Boys," said the miller, "set our little friend in the corner, and then go find a place to wash. You smell like swine." Frederick and Bruno shoved Red into the corner by the fireplace and then left. "Now," said the miller, turning to me, "do we have a bargain?" Red made a muffled growl and shook her head behind Oswald. What did she think I should do? I couldn't let her get hurt. The baby in my arms had been squirming and whimpering all this while, but suddenly he exploded in shrill wails. He sounded like a whole swarm of mad pixies. "He's hungry. Let me have him," cried Opal, rushing toward me, but the miller stopped her. "Not until he starts spinning." Spinning, spinning, spinning. Red and gold and Opal and the baby. I couldn't think with all the wailing. I would have to think while I spun. "Take him and feed him," I shouted to Opal, and sat down at the spinning wheel. My hands shook as I picked up the straw. The spinning wheel vibrated when I put my foot on the treadle, like it knew something bad was happening. This was the sort of magic Hoddle had warned me about. It was wrong, twisted. I pushed the straw through the wheel and began to spin. Very wise, said Oswald. Now the king grows impatient. He is eager for his queen to display her talents once again. And as you can see, he's gathered straw all this time just for her to spin. You have 3 days. 3 days? I asked. I can't finish this in 3 days. In 3 days the king will return with his hunting party, said the miller. We have promised him results. Therefore, you will promise to make the gold. 3 days. Fail me and the bargain is off. He smiled malevolently at Red, and she glared at him. Anger welled up in me, stronger than I had ever felt before. I wanted to punch him in his big red belly and make him explode. Then the anger faded into despair. I was back where I started. 3 days would not be the end. I would never stop spinning the straw into gold. Gran had tried to keep me from all of this, from the miller and his greed, from my own stupidity. But maybe, just maybe, there was nothing either of us could have done. The miller stepped forward with a length of rope and bound my legs and ankles to the spinning wheel. We wouldn't want you to get lost, he said. No, I couldn't be lost. My name was Rumpel.